You return so much talent. What are the expectations you think for this team, and how do you set those expectations? How does coach set those expectations?
Yeah, the ending to our season last year was kind of rough, as we all know. So going into this season and in the fall and in the spring scrimmages right now, everybody's intensity and focus seems to be heightened right now. So I'd say we're in a really good direction as a team right now. So I think as long as we keep those principles in mind and keep moving forward, I think everything will work out.
Tyler, how much did the ending last year kind of drive you guys in the off season, and what was the ending like?
It's driven us a lot. I mean, we talk about it every week. It was no secret we were a young team last year. We had two good leaders in the lineup with Devin Mann and Josh Dollars. Unfortunately, we don't have them this year, but we got guys that will step up, and we've been working really hard to make sure that one of our goals this year is we host the regional and we host the super regional. I think that'll make it a little easier on us. So, that was not the ending we wanted last year, but it's definitely helped us this year, prepared us for this upcoming year, and we know what to expect now.
Logan, the season may not have ended like you guys wanted last year, but coming in, the national writers are believing in you guys once again. Number of polls in the top 10. Does that put any pressure on you guys to live up to those type of expectations, or is that what's expected these days?
No. Like he said, we lost two good leaders in the lineup last year, but like he said as well, we got a bunch of leaders that can step up this year. So I think as long as, keep the leaders going in the right direction, I think everything will play out.
Who are some of those people that are stepping up as leaders?
We got me, Tyler, Nick Bennett. It's just from freshman all the way to the senior class, it seems like there's a core group of guys who just seem to, step up, take a bigger role this year. So.
Yeah, our class has really grown, the junior class. We got Levy, a third. He's been there the whole year last year. Jake Snyder. Some new guys. We'll have Lucas Dunn. You guys know he'll step up in Devin Mann's place, and Drew Campbell. He's a solid hitter, solid defender in center field. So we got a lot of guys stepping up that are prepared for this moment.
Logan, for you, getting some of the national attention individually, how do you not let that get to you in your game, and how have you maybe learned from, you saw Brendan when you were younger, and you've seen other guys that had that attention. How do you deal with that this season?
Yeah, I just go back to what Coach Mack preaches to us all the time. He's focus on your team, focus on being a good teammate, being a leader. So just keeping those principles in mind every day that you come to the field and during practice and early work and all those things. I think if you just focus on those things, it kind of takes care of itself and takes it off your mind. So I think that's the key.
Tyler, with you having such a hot summer and a hot fall, what's something that you're trying to do to keep that consistency going into the season?
Just try not to put too much pressure on myself. I know to be successful, me as a leadoff hitter, I got to do my job. I got to get on base, but just don't try to hit the home run. Don't try to come out and have 4 hits every day. Mistakes are going to happen, and I just got to move on from those and be more consistent this year, like I was in the fall. Be able to move on from the bad moments, and that's the key right there, just being consistent.
Tyler, which newcomers have impressed you so far?
Man, I was ready for this question. We always talk about how the front of the room leads the back of the room. And in our meetings, the front of the room is usually the older guys, and the back room is the younger guys. They really made it easy on us this year. They're really hard workers, the freshman class. The whole infield, really versatile. Benefield, Timmy, Poland, I think they're all going to be keys to us this year. Our practices are really competitive, and they definitely make it hard on us older guys. We got to bring it every day. And then the pitchers, we got a lot of young arms that are going to step up this year for us too. The freshman class has been good so far.
You guys both mentioned the motivation from last year going into this year, and we're sitting in the Omaha room. There's pictures of Omaha all over the walls, and the expectations of the program are pretty clear. What was it like to miss out on that last year, to have a chance to play for that, and how much do you think that's driving everyone on the team?
Yeah, our freshman year, we had the chance to go to Omaha, and it was, I consider one of the most special moments in my life. So, you know, being in that moment, you know, not even playing and just sitting in a dugout and seeing the atmosphere, it really just brings that extra motivation every day. So I just think that freshman year, it kind of drives us guys that were there. And then once the younger guys, you know, they notice the fire that we bring from being in that moment, I think they'll catch on and see what it really means.
Yeah, going to Omaha freshman year is a blessing, and it can be a curse. You know, you don't really get experience freshman year what it's like to lose and not make it to Omaha. But last year we found that out, and it's a terrible feeling. The plane ride home was just awful. Knowing we're not going to play with some of the guys that, you know, graduated and went off to the draft again. Something that we don't want to experience last year, this year. We want to obviously make it to Omaha, as you said. We want to win it this time.
Yeah, it won't be long till you guys are opening the season. Get to play against a nationally ranked team in UConn down in Florida. What's that like on day one as players? I mean, is the butterflies, you know, running around the stomachs, or what's it like for you guys?
Yeah, me personally, it seems like before every game, no matter the situation, I always get butterflies. But you know, I think that's a good thing because, you know, it kind of heightens your awareness. You know, gets your adrenaline going. So I think yeah, there will definitely be butterflies for most guys just because it's the start to the season. But in a way, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't get butterflies still playing this game, start the season off, you shouldn't be playing anymore. So there are butterflies to start the season off. You always want to get off to a hot start, but you just kind of got to relax out there, and it's just another game, even though it's the first game. But UConn's going to be good, and we're ready for them.
You mentioned the young guys. What's the competition been like in practice, and do you anticipate? I know there's a few spots that are pretty solid, but do you anticipate Coach Mack kind of moving things around early in the season with so much, you know, talent on this roster?
For sure, yeah. As you guys know, Coach Mack has always wanted to get the freshmen in the lineup as much as possible. I think it's a great strategy. It definitely helped me, helped Logan. He got to play a few games freshman year. But like I said, the infield core kind of reminds me of our freshman year. We got guys at each position, guys that can play multiple positions. I think they're definitely going to be able to help us out, and they'll definitely find a way in the lineup from here and there. We do have some core players, but you know, when these guys' names are called, they're going to step up, and I have full trust in them.
This is sort of a related question to earlier. Two words come to mind when I look at all your stats: standard of success and legacy. When you think of those things, the standard of success of this program in the last decade or so, and the legacy, as juniors, do you think about that? How do you react to those words, and what do they mean to you?
You know, yeah, it seems like every year, you know, over the past decade, Coach Mack every year he just rebuilds, if you want to call it. So I think just going into this year, once again, it's loaded up again, the whole lineup. So I think legacy, and I think it means a lot.
Yeah, I mean, coming here to Louisville, you know what to expect. You know, we treat each regular season game the same, just like a playoff game. And we play for the past players just as much as we play for ourselves. Legacy, I think, to us just means coming out and bringing it every day. And that's what we're going to try to do this year. We kind of fell short in that sometimes last year, but we feel good about this year.
Anybody else? All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.